Chapter 17, Reign of Heartbreak. What are you talking about? Raichu's eyes burned like the fire of the sun. Who's with you, Lucy? Her eyes widened with surprise and she nearly cried tears of anguish. Standing next to Lucy was her father. Daddy, what are you doing? He was cloaked with his face hidden, as usual. I have a surprise for you, Raichu. At first I wasn't going to invite you, but since you are my daughter, I thought you should know. Come and see me get married to your new mother. He grinned an evil grin of hate and darnkess. Everyone gasped. No, this isn't what I fucking think it is, Raichu cried. That's right, Lucy said coldly. Me and your daddy are getting married. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing! Lucy laughed a cruel and sadistic laugh. Her eyes were blood red with pleasure. Raichu's father leaned in on Lucy for a kiss. Their lips and tongues met, and it was like a bomb went off in Raichu's heart, exploding and sending blood everywhere. That's fucking disgusting. I'll never go to your wedding. Raichu threw up in her fucking hands. You nasty disc. He threw his head back and laughed. No, my dear, you will come. I formally invited you to my wedding. He handed Raichu a pretty wedding invitation card. At least consider it, won't you, dear? It's going to be really beautiful. She took the invitation. Shut your mouth. You'll be lucky if I take another loo at it. The invitation burned in her hands like placing your hand on a hot stove. Tears of blood started from her eyes and she felt like she was going to cry. Why would he hurt her like this? Me and Lucy both have something in common. And she is my type of girl in bed. Her father smiled. I hope to see you tomorrow, Raichu. Bring your little brat too if you want. Suck it, Daddy! Raichu screamed as her father and Lucy flew away into the air. Damn it! Raichu cried. I can't believe this! That bitch and my father! This is all too strange. Like death has crawled into my mouth and is poisoning all of my organs. I feel like I'm dying from the inside out. Yuki put her hands on Raichu's shoulders. Don't worry, Raikami. Everything can still work out. How? Tears of blood came down her cheeks. You know what will really get to your father is if you killed him. And Lucy that day, in front of everyone, he'd be so embarrassed. Her eyes shone brightly as she smiled. Yuki, Raichu gasped. That's perfect! No, that's better than perfect. Those two will pay. She was so excited. Mina, I'm so sorry about your memory. That is one thing I wish we could fix. Suddenly a strange feeling overcame Raichu. A lusty feeling. She felt like she needed to drink blood. Her eyes became blood red like the sun, and her veins popped out of her head. She could feel the hunger in her... Raikami, you're giving us that look, Mina said, scared. Raichu went over to Luca's body and began sipping up what was left of her. It tasted so wonderful, the blood of a witch. The blood dripped all over her mouth and body. She started smearing it all over her, rubbing her arms and legs and back. She wanted to live in it. She wanted it in her. She bit off part of Luca's arm and chewed it down like a fleshy Twizzler of satisfaction and blood. Raichu! Yuki grabbed her. Stop it, you're scaring us! Stop it, please! Raichu just looked at her and growled. When she was done, there was nothing left of Luca but her clothes. Then suddenly a light shone from above them and Elaine appeared. She flew down to them and her long green hair floated around her like as if she was swimming. She was naked again like she was at birth. Okasan, Elaine spoke, you have shown great bravery coming here and defeating the terrible witch Luca Megarini. In return for your bravery and heart as a true friend and warrior, I will give Mina-chan's hearing back to her. Elaine raised her hands into the air and a light shone around Mina's head. She could feel the essence of life running through her like rushing river water to the south. Thank you, Mina equals Chan cried, tears of joy and happiness. Thank you so much. This means everything to me. You're welcome, Mina-chan. Take care of Okasan for me, will you? You too, Yuki. We will. Yuki and Mina said, Bye, Tenshikuzu, Raichu waved. I shitaru you. I shitaru you too, Okasan. Elaine blew her a kiss and disappeared. We'll need to do some fucking shopping for this wedding. Raichu smirked and looked at Minna and Yuki. Yawn!
But hey, I'm big in Japan.